Virus, what's tomorrow? It's Friday. Friday got to get down.
So, orbing.
Read me Doki XD if Yoshi gets on, just reset and yell boy and see.
I'm not sure if that's a very good strat. But anyway, so orbing is essentially eating this guy, who you can't normally eat. But if you turn Rex into a coin, like that,
I am
then,
the robot voice. Someone please help me. Virus has trapped me within his computer. You must rescue me.
if you turn him into a coin and then eat that coin, which would probably help if I did it over here. You know what, just, what am I doing? Here. Like so. The period while a coin is on the tongue, you can collect it and Yoshi will still eat it. So if you do so, and then right there, I kind of paused it a moment too late, but you collect the coin and the game doesn't have, like, there's an empty space there now, and then you put Chuck on screen by scrolling it to the right, and it decides for whatever reason.
Jumped off, then you frame advance.
Okay, I suppose I'll do that. What's the frame advance button? It's that? Yeah. Oh, now I've done it. How do I, like, stop frame advancing? There we go.
Unpause. Sad face, the Anna one work for me.
Why won't she work for you? Well, it's not unpaused yet. There we go. Okay.
Tidy K1 respond. Exclamation point flip.
That's weird. So, collected the coin right there. It's now no longer there, but Yoshi's still eating it. So as Chuck spawns on the screen, right there, it zips him over to where the coin should be because I guess it decides to just fill that gap with something.
Not root to fan.
Chuck is that thing that fills it.
Use an account other than the account that owns the channel.
Then he magically turns into a Koopa
and
shell.
A few others.
Yoshi eats it, and now you have the orb in your inventory. The orb, which, when collected, instantly clears a stage. So the fast way to do that,
that's amazing.
The most common way is to hold down and right. Once Rex is adequately close, this being adequately close, you hold Y, or X, sorry. Just pretend this is a Super Nintendo controller. Hold your alternate run, and tap spin jump, just like that, really quickly, just on and off. And then you're going to want to let go of down, so the entire input looks something like that. Where you spin jump, let go of down, and you don't let go of right or alternate run. And that way, you'll just run right through the coin and spawn the Chuck on screen at the same time. Like so. I think Yoshi also ate the piranha plant there.
So safe.
What a glutton. So safe. The piranha plant is there, right? Yeah. So Yoshi ate everything. Oh, not that time.
Fat
anyway,
Yoshi is fat.
Faster way to do it, if you're confident, is to just press right. You don't need to worry about the down at all. If you do it right, it works every time. If you are too far right, like here, and you try to do it, whoops.
Don't get between Yoshi and food.
Let's see here. It's kind of tough. I'm not actually used to crashing my game, but here we go. Oops, I didn't have it paused yet. Let's move a little further right. Okay, so I think he ate the coin there. I'm not sure, but... There we go. So, check is there.
I actually have to be
But
pretty much right there in that right position to get it consistently, haha.
that is super dangerous, Slice, and this is why. Chuck is going to hit me here. Right there. I just lost my power-up. So now, when Yoshi eats him, something different is going to happen. Let's fast forward a little bit. Bam. My game just broke. Oh, and I got a time machine. Anyway, if that happens, you risk, I think, losing your save file. You will have to reset your game. It's just bad in every way, shape, and form. The solution? Just don't be that far right. It's that simple. It's so safe as long as you treat it as a so safe thing should be treated. That was weird. There are a variety of levels that you can orb in. Some of them require a bit more finesse.
Do you hold down and ride while dismounting?
I only hold right while dismounting. If you do hold down, you're going to want to let go of it. This is apparently a very easy orb to get, if you're, you know, good. But I'm not. Oh, maybe I have to hold down, I don't know. But, in any case, that is the gist of orbing. I can't do it here, so I'm just going to give up, but I'll show you Chocolate Island 1, because that's relevant to this ROM hack. In order to orb without an enemy that you can set on fire, you have to make
right down the pipe.
an enemy that you can set on fire, like so.
Yoshi's toes hang off.
I see. Why this happens, I don't exactly know, but how it happens is if you step on a P-switch and eat it while it's still being hit, and it's doing like the poof animation, if you then remain ducking and spit it out before the poof animation, which you can no longer see, completes, it'll pop out the P-switch along with the fish. I don't know why, it just does. And then you can use that fish to attempt to get an orb by shooting at it with a fireball. It's kind of a pain because the fish bounces around randomly, but it's good to know. Kind of a huge pain. Oh, that was close. Yeah. This orb sucks. A lot. Oh, crashed my game, because it's not so safe. Not at all. Anyway, yeah, that's about that for orbing.
So safe.
So not safe. Let's move over to duping.
GG, you broke it. Backslash by left thumb slash.
Actually, no, we'll do Yoshi clips because, you know, it's first. Yoshi clips are essentially traveling through walls with Yoshi. How that is done. How that is done. It's not that. Another trick that I'm not particularly great at. There we go. Is 1 part skill, 1 part luck. The first part is the skill part. As you can see, I'm overflowing with it. Oh. Come on, man. There we go.
And just the dash of magic.
And the second part, luck. And then followed by more skill, if you've got it. How it works is, in this very particular case, you want to dismount at, I think, about there. And then Yoshi will start falling. You fall a little bit faster, though. Now, if you move over to the right, when you land on Yoshi, if you land on him but a little bit offset, he'll kind of zip underneath you, wherever he happens to be. I went way too far right there. Let's see if I can recover. This is hard to do while slowed down. And messed it up. Oh yeah. See if I can, like, not move so much. Okay, this one should work. So, he should zip to me. See, he was a little bit lower than the platform, but I was further to the right. So when I landed on the platform, he warped to me, but still within the platform. So now you're sitting on top of him, but inside of the ground. Like so. And then you kind of sit here and just wiggle. If I fast forward just slowly, you'll see you kind of wiggle back and forth. I'm not sure how exactly this next part works, but essentially you just hold down and right, or, you know, down and toward the inside of the wall, and you dismount. And depending on how lucky you are, you may land outside of the wall, or if you're me, you just always land outside of the wall, apparently. I'm having no luck here, which is kind of making it hard to demonstrate.
So basically a Yoshi clip is 2 clips.
Yes. The 1 clip is entirely dependent on your ability to time it and position yourself. The second clip is just luck.
Didn't realize that.
Maybe you'll get it. Maybe you won't. There we go. Let's see how many times I can get it. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. It seems like now I have a 100% chance, and the other time I had a 0% chance. I'm not really sure what factors into it exactly, but, you know. That's something. This is useful in Vanilla Dome 2 and Forest of Illusion 1. If you were to do it here, you would do it, whoops, right here. Whoops, messed that one up. This one's referred to as the hard clip because there's another one in the stage that is much easier to do, but it's also just really hard to pull off in the first place. But you get it, and you can skip a great deal of the level. And that is Yoshi, now I've done it. Oh god, what have I done?
Dance game.
Shit. Well, clearly Mario is trying to be Spider-Man. That fixes it, that's good.
I don't know how you did this. How does this glitch help in a speedrun capital?
This glitch doesn't help in a speedrun at all. But did you see Yoshi's face right before he disappeared? Like, he knew something bad was happening. Look at that fucking face. It's a baby Yoshi that's replacing his head. Oh man.
Aha.
Oh man.
LOL. You'll see all like Oasis ships going down.
Oh dear. So there's a bug that I need to fix before releasing this, but that was all kinds of hilarious. I'm going to change this back to the way it was before, but I will do that after. For now, let's show off the Yoshi wings. Yoshi wings are done by duplicating a block. Here, man. What am I doing? Okay. Let's just start that over on Invisible Yoshi. Okay. So
later, virus.
Later. Actually, I'm going to do this with a shell just for the sake of making this easier to demonstrate. So, okay. Duplicating blocks, very interesting thing. If you position yourself right up against a block, like right up against it so you can't move any further, and you jump up, it's a lot easier to do it floating down because you have, you're moving slower. But let's see if I can, there we go. So, when you reach about this point, if you then release the shell while holding up, you'll throw it upward and accomplish nothing because I had that positioned poorly. Let's try moving down to here and doing it. There we go. So the top pixel of the shell was lined up with the top pixel of the block's eyes, and what it did was it triggered the block getting hit event, but in the wrong spot, causing it to duplicate. You can do that with any block that you can hit with a thrown object, and a very, very weird property of that is that if you collect the dragon coin, it turns the block into a special block that, depending on its x-coordinate, will be one of 4 different things. It could be wings, Yoshi wings that is, a pea balloon, the one that makes you fat and float around, a shell, or a key. Now this particular block will be a key by default, and if you go off screen and come back, you'll actually be able to see it instead of it just being invisible. So if I hit it, there's a key inside. If it is a key and you dupe it to the right, it will become a pair of Yoshi wings. And duplicating a block to the right requires you being a little distance away. This should be enough. You can afford to be further away if you want. I'm not 100% sure on the position here that you want to release it, but I'm going to try that about halfway up. If I then release the shell, it misses, so I was in the wrong spot. Let's go down a tiny little bit, and then release it. Still not right. This is actually kind of easier. There we go. I had to be in between. So I'm hitting it, and it's hitting the block, but the block thinks it's being hit in a different spot, so it breaks in a different spot. And you end up with that. I then unpause it.
I would imagine it's tough to do in slow-mo.
It's actually kind of easier to do in real time for some reason. Probably just because it's muscle memory. But yeah, click the Yoshi wings. Whoops. And it just clears the stage because that's what Yoshi wings do when you collect them. It just takes you to a bonus game, and then when you finish that bonus game, the stage is over. There are a few different stages you can do that. One being Vanilla Dome 1. One being Gnarly, the first stage in the Special World. Whoops. They save various amounts of time. The Gnarly wings save less because you have to do a lot of waiting around. Also duping the wrong direction, apparently. For this one, you have to dupe up twice to get the to the dragon coin. But fortunately, it's positioned such that you'll get wings right away, so you can just hit it and stand on top of it and get the wings right away. The other place you can get Yoshi wings, I'm sure there are others, but the other one that is known well enough is really, really, really hard to do. And the reason for that is because normally there's not a ground here, and you have to dupe it over the pit. Now, I don't honestly, especially if that happens, I don't expect to actually pull it off in the video, but I will give it a couple tries. The thing about duping a block is that you have to have essentially, oh my god, no horizontal speed. You have to just be completely still and falling down or moving up when you throw that shell. which is really difficult when you have to jump out over a pit in the first place.
Can't you do from the left side?
If I dupe it from the left side, if I dupe it from the left side, if I dupe it from the left side, close enough, a key turns into a shell. Whoops. If you dupe it from the right side, you get wings. It's just like in Vanilla Dome 1.
Oh, you're trying to do diagonally.
I wasn't trying to dupe diagonally, that just happened by accident. It doesn't matter how high it is. Like, if I dupe this up, I'll still get a key. And you can dupe it up as many times as you want, if you can pull it off. As long as you don't break the original block, you can just keep going.
Are the X coordinates random?
They're not random. It's like, it cycles. So every 4 blocks, this would give you a key. Oops. Come on. Oh, I broke it. Also, my frame rate just went to hell. Anyway.
So it goes shell key wings. Other thing I am forgetting. Shell key, etc.
Shell, key, wings, P-balloon. From left to right. Now normally, since there's not a floor here, if you failed, you'd have to, like, go underneath like that. Or you would just die. This place actually has 2 places, though, where you can try to dupe. But go figure, this one requires you to go over the pit, because this one's a P-balloon. Okay. Oops. I don't think this will become a thing in runs being done by humans, because it's way too hard to pull off. But if it does, it's going to make speedrunning this game a lot harder if it becomes the norm. Also, you can totally dupe with a key in your hand. As long as you can hit a block with it, you can dupe. But yeah, that's about that for wings. Next up would be... Oh, I guess that's... Is that it for the tricks? I suppose I should at least mention maintaining spinfly. If you spin fly by pressing your spin jump button instead of your regular jump button, you will, it's basically just a super jump, as if you had an item in your hand, or as if you were riding Yoshi. You'll jump up a whole bunch and then you'll stop. If you manage to keep moving forward at a high enough speed when you take off, or when you're about to land, if you... Ugh, I'm really fucking this up. If you're about to land and you've picked up enough speed without, like, losing your spinfly status, like there I lost it because I crashed into a wall, then you can continue the flight. There I screwed it up because I landed too early. There we go. Screwed it up again, because I'm really good at this. You only need to land for like a 2 frames to be able to start flying again. Comes in handy if you're actually good at this stage, but I'm not. Definitely a good time saver though if you can pull it off. Also good in, you know, Morton's Castle. That's not Morton's Castle. That's Morton's Castle. Oops. Well, I did half decently there.
There is a time.
Oh, there is a time. That's weird. I should fix that. Let me write these things down. Oh wait, I don't think it was Morton's. I think it was some vertical stage. There we go. Let's run all the way back over here and show zips really quickly. Though I don't know these super well, I'll still do my best to explain how they work. If you spin jump and land on the blocks, you can only have 4 spinning at a time. So every time that I start block spinning while 4 are currently spinning, it'll immediately stop the other 2, because I'm starting 2 new ones spinning. Like so. So, if you're good enough, what you can do is at about this point, hold your jump button and left, and you should push yourself into the wall and start more blocks spinning, and then it'll reset some blocks and push you down. Now I screwed that up a little bit. There we go. Every time you get pushed down, you flip some blocks, and then it resets the other blocks, and it just keeps pushing you down really quickly. That's a zip. How it looks in real time, if I can pull it off, is that. It looks like complete disregard for physics.
Time limit here too.
Yeah, the time limit is just the entire stage right now. If you can zip well, you can make this stage much faster. If you zip too well and go too far off the bottom of the screen before it manages to scroll down and catch up to you, you will die. That's another way to die. Fortunately for me, it's really hard to... Wow. It's really hard to die because I can't zip most of the time. So I can't kill myself. I don't know why I can't seem to kill myself, because it happens to me every time I do a race. But it's definitely not happening now. When that happens, the sliding there, the best way to stop it from happening is to just duck. If you zip into a wall, you'll get killed by the wall. If you get slid into a wall like I kept doing, you'll still get killed. And if I were better, I could zip off the bottom of the screen and demonstrate what it was like to die from being too good at zipping, but I can't pull it off. It's possible, though.
Just don't touch the walls.
Yeah, just don't touch the walls. Easier said than done, since you don't really have a ton of control while you're zipping. But if you hold right, like if you start zipping here, and hold right as soon as you actually begin the zip. Ah, there we go. I killed myself. I didn't get stuck into any walls, but I went too far off the bottom of the screen before it could catch up. And so I died. There we go. I held right so I didn't get killed. So yeah, ducking will save you pretty much every time if you're stuck moonwalking. That's what a really bad zip looks like. I think it's possible to zip, yeah, it's possible to zip right, but it seems to be a lot more difficult to pull off. Anyway, that's about that for zips. I think that's actually about all I have to explain. Oh, this one. This is kind of handy as well. If you hit a wall while going down at a perfect angle and perfect position, you will occasionally clip into it and lose your flight, like that. If you happen to do that here, and you're holding down, you'll just slide right through the hole. That is a lot faster than the usual strategy of getting a coin snake and riding it up. If you don't get it at the perfect angle, it's still possible that you'll clip it, like that. So it's not a huge loss, even if you mess it up. But if you get it perfectly, not only does it look awesome, but it saves time. That was not very good. I'd be willing to admit that was not perfect. That was.
Looking awesome is way more important to me, Kappa.
Absolutely. I mean, if you don't look awesome, why are you even speedrunning, right?
LOL best quote.
But yeah, I think that's now everything that I had to explain in terms of, you know, tricks. So Yoshi
If
clip.
you don't look awesome, why are you even speedrunning? Virus 2013.
Yoshi clip, wings, duping in general. Duping up and sideways, I explained orbing. Maintaining spin flight. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. I'm so professional.